Haha! I got a new camera. I don't know how to work this thing yet. Sorry. Um, so, hi guys. Um, I am back from my horribly long absence, and, woohoo! So, I want to tell you a little about that before I go into this week's theme. I have been really, I don't want to say sick, but sick. I've had you can probably still hear it lingering a little bit, but I have a bit of a misalignment in my spine that causes me to have a hard time breathing. So talking a lot is basically exhausting. And for the longest time until I got some treatment, I could not speak for the most part without having a horrible coughing fit. I mean, I was coughing constantly. So, yeah, the misalignment in my spine has caused my ribcage to shift, and that makes my lungs very angry. So, but I'm back, and I'm feeling 1,000 times better, and I plan on making videos every week for you guys now. Yay! Because I was really upset when I was unable to make videos for you guys, especially when we were doing some of the more recent week's themes. A lot of those were my idea, so yeah, that was about the only way that I was able to contribute to the channel, was coming up with ideas for videos for you guys. But yay, I'm back, and I'm really happy to be here, and I've missed this. As much as I'm not very good at it, I'm not much of a talker, but I do enjoy it. This week's theme, we went with kind of something to give you a little bit more insight on us and where we come from a little bit. Particularly what influenced our own personal styles, because most of the people on the channel are goth or alternative, and we're all very different people. And our own styles are very different, so we thought it would be interesting to talk to you guys about that, where we kind of started in the subculture. And myself, personally, I consider myself mostly Victorian Gothic, or romantic goth. I like a lot of the corsets and big ballroom dresses and skirts and madness. So, I like a lot of that, and that is kind of my personal favorite style, but it is not the only style I wear. As you can see, I'm pretty fucking lazy today. I look lazy because I'm going to the grocery store. And wearing a corset to the grocery store just doesn't seem logical. But yeah, I don't really feel like I need to dress gothic 24/7. I still really enjoy my jeans and a t-shirt. And I'm not even wearing like Bauhaus t-shirts or anything like that. It's like I have a My Neighbor Totoro t-shirt and stuff like that. A lot of Portal stuff, and I do have a few Nightmare Before Christmas t-shirts though. But I don't really dress goth when I'm lazy. It's a lot of work to dress in the style that I like, so yeah. So I usually save it for when I'm going out with friends, or going to go do a photo shoot, like you will see on my Tumblr. I'll post the link below to both of my Tumblrs. My personal goof around random Tumblr where I just repost random bullshit, and my I guess you can call it my modeling Tumblr. I cannot talk today. But yeah, so I I first kind of saw goth when I was like 7 or 8 years old, I think. I was really young, small, and we were at the mall, and we wandered by the Hot Topic. We were going to pass by it, and I heard music coming from it, and it wasn't like the crappy ass, like, pop music they play at Abercrombie and Fitch. It was something I hadn't really heard before. At that point, I had already started listening to rock music. I liked things like Linkin Park and, I can't even remember anymore. But I liked some, like, rock music and things, and was starting to get into that sort of stuff, mainly through my cousin, who is awesome. She was a lot of my inspiration to kind of get into the rock genre and stuff, and from there I kind of moved along. But I heard music that I hadn't heard before, and I turned and I looked, and I saw, a guy in there, and, he had the baggy trip pants, and I know they're gaudy and ugly, but when you're 7 years old, those are the coolest, most badass things you've ever seen in your whole life, Fishnet undershirt with a band t-shirt with, like, Slipknot on it or whatever. I mean, he wasn't really what I now would consider very goth, but back then I was like, oh, he's scary. He looks really cool. And yes, that was exactly what I said, was, he looks really scary. That's cool. Because I'm weird. And I really liked it. And I liked a lot of what I saw in the store when I was little. That's where all the baby bats shop, so. And yeah, that's really kind of the first time that I saw goth. Because, I mean, when you're little, you don't really watch anything that has characters like that in it. And then later on, I watched the movie Daredevil, and that was probably one of the first, I guess, movies that were a little more on the dark side that weren't like zombie movies. I saw Daredevil very shortly after it came out, like when it first came out on DVD. I watched it with a friend, and afterward, after all the credits and stuff at the end of the movie, they showed I loved the movie. I really did. I liked it a lot, and I liked the music in it, and I thought it was well done, but I was little, so. I probably might not think so much now, but it wasn't bad at all, really. I saw the music video for Evanescence's Bring Me to Life, and I saw her, and, like, the style of music was awesome, and I still love that song, and love Evanescence, not so much her new stuff, but the Fallen CD is still one of the things that I listen to probably the most out of any of my other music, besides maybe Typo Negative, but that's different. And I thought she was so pretty, and I liked the dark kind of theme that they had. And, I was determined I wanted to look like her. I want to look like Amy Lee, because she is gorgeous. And, from there it kind of went, and, you get on YouTube and you look her up, and in the sidebar there's other bands, and I'm the type of person who, that's basically how I discover music, because I'm looking for a specific band, specific video, and in the sidebar I'm like, oh, that looks kind of neat, click, and, I've discovered a lot of the music that I'm into through that, and, that's how I discovered a lot of bands that really inspired me, like Nightwish, Within Temptation, Lacuna Coil, Camelot, and a lot of the other kind of what people sometimes call, like, gothic opera, like, I don't even know what it is, honestly, but I love it, and I love the clothes that they wear, and just the general look of them. And then before that, when I was really little, like, I'm a fantasy geek. I liked to go to the Renaissance Fair, and I liked to dress up when I went to the Renaissance Fair, and it was like with these bands, they took that Renaissance-y Victorian feel and mushed it together with the dark gothy feel, and it just felt so perfect. It's really hard to explain why I think that it is for me, I guess, but yeah, that's really where I got my whole inspiration from, was mainly music. But I probably, yeah, if I had never watched Daredevil, I don't know if I would be goth today, truly, so that's kind of a weird thing to think about. But, yeah, I really, I like the Victorian romantic goth look, and, if you check out my modeling Tumblr, I, have a few photos and stuff that you can look at, or you can add me on my Facebook. I'll post links and stuff in the below thingy. But yeah, so that's about it. I'm excited to see what my other girls have to say about their personal styles, and it's probably going to be a hell of a lot more interesting than mine. But yeah. And if you're wondering what exactly the fuck I'm wearing, because I know you can only see my weird t-shirt that's stringy here, I will stand up real quick. So I have just a black and white skirt on, some fishnets, and some boots. And this is how I go to the grocery store. So I will talk to you guys again soon, and let me figure out how to turn this stupid camera off. How do I do